Hello, YouTubers. How are you today? Well, today I wanted to go over the fourth of the 15 promises that are granted by our Heavenly Mother, Virgin Mary. It says here for number 4, the Rosary will cause virtue and good works to flourish. It will obtain for souls the abundant mercy of God. It will withdraw the hearts of men from the love of the world and its vanities, and will lift them to the desire for eternal things. Oh, that souls would sanctify themselves by this means. Okay, so it's a pretty long promise in kind of counting the words here, and so I wanted to go over it so that shed some light so they can understand it and appreciate the fourth of the 15 promises. So it starts by saying the Rosary will cause virtue and good works to flourish. Okay. So what I did here was I went to pull up the meaning of virtue, and it says you have behavior showing high moral standards. A synonym would be goodness, righteousness, morality, integrity. Okay. So basically it says here that the Rosary will cause that person who prays it to be more virtuous, which basically would be more integrity, more righteous, higher morality or higher moral standards, more in regards to integrity, dignity. Okay, so praying the Rosary will increase your goodness and your morals and your integrity. It also says it will obtain for souls the abundant mercy of God. So basically, this, and it's kind of interesting how these promises kind of go back and forth in regards to our life on this planet Earth, and our hopefully our heavenly life that will be in heaven. So it's so the second part here, it says will obtain for souls. Okay, not for people, not for citizens of the United States, not for human flesh, souls, the abundant mercy of God. And so basically it's saying here that if you pray the Rosary, that you will obtain for your soul the abundant mercy of God. So that when you pass away, you'll have God's mercy, His abundant mercy. And, that's a good thing. I'd rather have His abundant mercy than not having His abundant mercy. The third part here, it says it will withdraw the hearts of men from the love of the world and its vanities. Okay, so it's going back and forth. The first here said causes virtue and good works to flourish. So the good works and things of this nature that pertains to our life on this planet. Then the second part starts talking about souls, which is your afterlife, and then again here, part 3, it's talking again regarding our life on this world. So it's going to withdraw the hearts from men for the love of the world and its vanities. So I pulled up the definition of vanity, and it says here excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements. A synonym would be conceit, narcissism, self-love, self-admiration, self-absorption, egotism. So basically, by praying the Rosary, you're going to reduce or minimize these personality traits, supposedly. Self-love, self-absorption, an egoist, conceit, can reduce that by praying the Rosary. And it's, so the love of the world and its vanities. And the last part says here, and will lift them to the desire for eternal things. So basically, it's going to change the hearts of men from just loving things of the world, money, possessions, things that you can't take with you when you pass on, and its vanities, which is, conceitedness and self-absorption. Basically withdraw those things, and then it will lift you to the desire of eternal things. Eternal things, or things that kind of go with you when you pass on, which would be, your love of God, um, and your desire for eternal things, love, kindness to others, things that you really can't count. So this is what it's doing. It's basically changing. The Rosary is going to change you from being self-absorbed to being more loving towards people in general, and for the bigger things of life, the more important things of life, which is kindness, love, things of this nature, love of God, the eternal things. So I just wanted to cover over those particular words that make confuse you. So what I try to do is I try to break it down so that you can understand this particular promise. So this particular promise of the Rosary is basically saying that it's going to minimize the amount of self-absorption and the love of the world, and you're going to obtain the mercy of God, and also you can have a desire for more of the eternal things of life, not so much of the possessions of life. So this particular promise is basically saying, if you keep on praying the Rosary, you're not going to be so self-absorbed in your life, and you can be thinking more of others and thinking more of the eternal things. And on top of that, you're going to get God's abundant mercy for your soul when you pass on. So this is the particular fourth Rosary promise that I wanted to go over. I hope you understand it. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them. I'd like to hear from you. It comforts me, and it makes me feel that I'm making a difference with these particular videos. Okay, well, thank you for listening to me, and God bless.